if there were any other these last three I have aren't super interesting. Is there anything else you guys had to kind of throw it in there? I know there's this Jonathan Majors arrest, which, what are you going to say? I don't know.
It's hard to read that one. I'll tell you, I don't know how much you guys have read into the article. It could go either way. The fact that his lawyer
Isn't it like
is
he said?
so...
It's kind of he said, she said type stuff. Or...
Well, from what it sounds like, is there was an altercation. The cops got called, but because they're in New York and the way that their domestic dispute calls are handled, there's no way to drop the charges, even if the defendant wants to. It's now up to the state to do it, and they never do that. So, I mean, I know nothing about New York law in that regard, so maybe I'm completely off base, but I'd read something along those lines. So it could be that it was a misunderstanding, who knows, and now he's just kind of trapped in this, kind of cycle until someone eventually drops it, or maybe there's some truth to it. There's no way to really know. The fact that his lawyer was being so... Oh, there's our timer. I'll just say the fact that his lawyer was being so like, no, this was definitely a misunderstanding. It was definitely something the charges could be dropped immediately. Like, when they're usually that firm about it, there's usually something more to it. Like, typically, if there's a chance that they could be guilty, they're a lot cagier about their statements, right? They're like, we're gonna stand by our defendant, we believe blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just very vague kind of statements. They were super specific here, though, kind of coming back in. Nope, this was wrong, this shouldn't have happened, and that just seemed a little odd in this case. But I don't know. I think it'd be a shame if this does go poorly for him. I mean, honestly, this is kind of the only thing I think that the new MCU phase had going for it. Was Majors was kind of great. I think he's probably the best part of like what I've seen so far with Kang and whatnot. So losing him is going to be a hit, because that's what they've been trying to snowball, right? Is get Kang the Conqueror built up as the next big bad, and Majors was kind of it. So if they have to recast him, that's going to definitely throw a wrench in their plans.
So Kang 0, New York Justice System 1.
Maybe.
So